Number 2 seed McPherson under head coach Chris Strathman. They have a 23-1 record. McPherson's only loss came in their 17th game of the season. They were 16-0 when they headed to Central, and Central defeated them by a slim margin of 3 points, 49-46. They ran through the rest of the competition to get here, and they defeated Girard in the first round matchup, 79-61. As for the Bonner Braves, they are, as I mentioned, the number 3 seed here. Their only loss of the season, as they have a similar record, also 23-1 on the year, are the Braves. Their only loss was to Mill Valley. They were 15-0 until their loss to Mill Valley. The Jaguars defeated them 34-33, just a 1-point game. So interesting matchup here between two very good teams. The good score for McPherson to watch is Lecker, number 45. She put up 32 points in the first round game. As for the Bonner Braves, they have a pretty balanced scoring attack. Emily Wilson led them in the first round on Wednesday. She had 13 points, but Hernandez had 11. Anna Deegan, Haley Hoffine both had 9. So, and the other starter, I should mention, for the Braves, Erica Wilson, had 5. Pretty balanced scoring. As for McPherson, after their 32 points from Lecker, they got 14 from Reuter and another 14 from Ashton Bruner. So that's a majority of their points coming from 3 players. Again, they scored 79. And nearly 50 of those points, or I should say 56 of those points, coming from 3 players. The starters being introduced for both teams right now. Starting last game was Haley Hoffine, Anna Deegan, Yesenia Hernandez, Emily Wilson, and Erica Wilson. And it will remain the same. Same starting lineup for this game also. Again, that is Haley Hoffine, Yesenia Hernandez, Anna Deegan, Emily Wilson, and Erica Wilson. As for McPherson, Haley Reuter started last game. She will start again this time. Tanner Hine also getting the start. She started in the last game. Abby Peterson, a sophomore. Ashton Brunner and Caitlin Lecker, the leading scorer, all starters. As for McPherson, Haley Reuter is a 5'6 junior. Tanner Hine is a 5'4 senior. Abby Peterson is a 5'8 sophomore. Also, Caitlin Lecker, the one to watch, is a 6' junior. Ashton Bruner rounds out the starters. She's a 5'10 senior. And we're just about ready to get underway here. The Bonner Braves of Bonner Springs, Kansas, under head coach Clay Oakes, had a phenomenal run. Again, 15-0 before their only loss of the year to Mill Valley. And they made it all the way here to the semifinal game. The winner of this game plays in the state championship for 4A in Kansas. Don't forget to stay here with a10varsity.com. We'll have every game covered right here on a10varsity.com today. Going to pause just a moment for the national anthem. All right, that was the McPherson High School ensemble singing the national anthem. I'm Kyle Larson alongside Gary Bateman for this A10 varsity action. A10varsity.com has you covered all year round, as I mentioned. Make sure to tune in. And, of course, you can hear all 4 games of semifinal action. The first of the girls' bracket is right now McPherson against the Bonner Braves. McPherson, the 2 seed, the Braves, the 3 seed. Jumping for McPherson is Caitlin Lecker. She's the one who scored 32 points. She's jumping against Anna Deegan, who leads the Braves with 14 points on average per game this year. Almost a steal from Hernandez, but it's Reuter who has it, and she dribbles in and kicks out for a 3 to Hine. Shot up and rattles in. Hine answers the first call and puts her McPherson Bullpups up by 3. 3-0. 7:40 left to go in the first quarter. The Braves now have the ball for the first time. They're wearing their road blacks, stellar uniforms with orange trim. The McPherson Bullpups, home whites with red trim. Hernandez dribble drives against that extended zone and almost lost her footing before passing it back to Hoffine. Now Deegan has it. Again, extended zone, something the Braves have seen a lot of this year. Emily Wilson has it on the wing. Taking their time are the Braves. They've had the ball for nearly a minute now. Hernandez to the lane, kicks to Erica Wilson, jumper from the baseline, short, no good. And eventually rebounded by Lecker. Lecker dives and throws it forward, eventually to Peterson, who throws it back across the way to Reuter. Now another 3, this time from Peterson, and she knocks it in. Wow, 2 threes coming from the guards. These guards didn't shoot too well early on in this tournament. They were a combined 1 for 5, those two, in the first round game. The 3-point shooter usually is Haley Reuter, number 3. She hit 3 of 6 in the first round. Deegan pulls up for a 2-pointer. Shot up, rattles in. Good one for Deegan. Braves on the board for the first time. McPherson has 2 threes. The Braves has that 2 by Deegan. Now waiting for Bruner. Bruner, dribble drive, spin move, nice move to get in the lane, but the shot doesn't fall. And rebounded by Erica Wilson. Now Hernandez pushes it up. Deegan with the ball on the left wing. Back to Hernandez, extended again. Is this McPherson defense? Hernandez trying to orchestrate something, throws off to Erica Wilson. And they call her for a travel. She is halfway to putting the ball down, but all the way into putting the foot down. So the travel call is what came from the referees. Turnover on the Braves. They trail 6-2 to McPherson. Thrown up to Reuter, then eventually over to Bruner. Now inside, here's Lecker. Lecker almost loses it out of bounds. Now she does. Haley Hoffine scoops up the loose ball. Hoffine against odds. Now she's going to pull it up and wait for her teammates. Deegan now has it at the top. No go there as the double team was right in front of Deegan, so she throws off to Hoffine. Hoffine throws to Hernandez, who feigned a cut but couldn't catch up with where Hoffine was throwing the ball. Hernandez looks fine as she went practically through the McPherson bench to try and save that one. Couldn't do it. Out of bounds. McPherson takes the ball back. Hine with the ball, setting up the offense. Lecker, the only 6-footer for McPherson, sets a screen for Peterson, who doesn't connect, and then rebounding is Bruner, who's fouled on the putback. Bruner going to go to the line. First foul of the day. Looks like that might have been on Erica Wilson. That is on Erica Wilson, her first foul. Shot up and good from Bruner. Bruner's first points of the day. 7-2, McPherson leads after a 3-ball went for Hine and a 3-ball went for Peterson. And now 2 free throws from Ashton Bruner have them up 8-2 against the Bonner Braves. Only one to score for the Braves has been Deegan, and we have a foul up top. Deegan on the ball, and the foul is called on Bruner. Her first foul. Ball going to be inbounded. Emily Wilson throws to Hernandez. 8-2. Braves really just haven't gotten any solid looks at the basket yet. They did have a long jumper go in for Deegan. Another J from Hernandez goes down. Now they have 4. McPherson with 8. The McPherson Bullpups have the ball, and Bruner has it on the right wing, extended away from the arc. Reuter then over to Peterson. Peterson back out to Hine. Then over to Reuter. Reuter goes baseline. And we have a push, it looks like on Anna Deegan. Emily Wilson was running in for the help defense, but the foul came way before that. Check that. Erin Marks, who's checked in, picked up her first foul. Inbounded shot up, airball. No good, and Marks is there to rebound. Hernandez now with the ball. Head coach Clay Oakes calls the signals from the sidelines, and the Braves set up the play. Hernandez throws off to Deegan, right wing. Throws it over to Hoffine, then to Hernandez. Hernandez is going to pull the 3. Shot up, no good. Almost rebounded by Marks, but it gets through her hands. It goes to Reuter. Reuter on the fast break against Hoffine. Shot up, no good. And it is Bruner who's fouled on the putback. Bruner fouled. Looks like that one also is on Marks. Oh no, check that. Hernandez picks it up. The third foul on the Braves. Only one on McPherson early on. 3:54 left to go in the first quarter here on 810varsity.com. Braves fans, Max Place is your family-friendly bar and grill, arcade and video games, live entertainment and karaoke on Thursdays, band and DJ on the weekends. Max Place, located at 580 4th Street. Call 913. And a foul on the floor on Deegan. Again, Max Place, 913-441-2636. Deegan is fouled. The foul is charged to Haley Reuter. Looked like Deegan might have been going into a shot, but they called it on the floor. That's why the ball was inbounded, and now Hoffine has it in the right wing. Hoffine is body checked. They were letting him play a little bit early on, but now they're trying to keep the contact to a minimum. Abby Peterson picks it up. Third foul on McPherson. Now the teams are tied at 3 fouls apiece. Marks had it in the high post, elected to throw back to Hernandez, then back to Marks, and Marks traveled with it. Nine to 4, McPherson leads with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first quarter. The Braves have had a few turnovers here in the first half that have led to the deficit. And now Hine for 3 again, pure for Hine. She hits another one. 2 for 2 is Tanner Hine, the 5'4" senior. Anna Deegan traveled with that one. Another travel on the Braves. They got to put the ball down before they put their feet down. And now Coach Oakes wants a timeout, trailing 12-4 to McPherson. Hine only had 7 points in her first game. She's got 6 already off 2 shots. The Braves traveled very well, as did McPherson here for this semifinal action for the 4A State Tournament of Kansas. ATVs, motorcycles, trailers, you ride it, we've got it. Austin's Trailers and Motorsports, located on Highway 7 between Basehor and Lansing. Call 913-721-5313 or visit austinskc.com. Again, that's Austin's KC, AUSTINSKC.com. Hine with the ball for McPherson. Now throws up to Reuter. Reuter over to Hine in the left wing. And now the Braves have come out to guard the 3 ball after those shots have been falling. Lecker traveled with the ball. That's a couple hops down there, and she is called with the travel. Turnover, McPherson. It goes back to Bonner Springs. 12-4. The Braves need to answer here after that stop on defense. Hernandez with the ball facing the 2-2-1 full court, and they throw it up to Erica Wilson. Wilson throws back to Deegan. It was a 2-2-1, but not a lot of pressure. No trap there from the Bullpups. Braves clad in black with Hernandez in the ball. Pick and roll there, Wilson. Wilson tries to throw to Deegan. Deegan puts up a shot through contact. No call. Missed badly. Lecker cleans up the shot. And now it's Reuter with the ball. Back to Lecker and then over to Hine. Eventually in the hands of Moira Pyle, the sophomore who checked in. Deegan almost got a steal off Lecker, but saved by Lecker and thrown out. Now Reuter has it. Check that, Bruner. Lecker spotted up and then decided to dribble in. Hine open for three. Another shot up. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Bruner. Hernandez had it. Bruner poked it out, so the ball goes back to Hernandez over there. The Braves will get possession. And a near violation on McPherson, the subs coming in a little too early before being allowed in. So Chris Strothman, the head coach of McPherson, was told he needed to wait on that substitute. Hernandez with the ball for the Braves. Guarded by junior Haley Reuter. Hernandez has it poked away. Now Deegan to the top of the key. Throws out to Hoffine for a long two. Short, no good. Rebounded by Pyle. And a foul on Hoffine. Hoffine cheap foul. Looks like a frustration foul. So out of bounds is where the ball will be played from. For all your info that you might need about Bonner Springs, city news, sports, or just photos, visit bonnersprings.com, your source for Bonner Springs and Leavenworth County news. Hine brings it up and throws off to Reuter, right wing. She puts a couple dribbles down with the left hand, and then as she was picking it up, she didn't have a set foot for a pivot foot, so she's called on the travel. It's been a half dozen travels here. Fortunately, most of them on the Braves. Bonner Springs with the ball, trying to bring it up court, and they do. Hernandez has it in the half court. They're going to set up the offense. 1 minute left in the first quarter. Braves trail by 8. 12-14. Deegan dribbles left. Pick and roll to Marks. Marks through contact, shot up way off the backboard. No good, but the foul will send her to the free throw line. Looks like that one's on Bruner, her second foul. Check that. Janae Barnes picks up the foul. Her first. Marks makes the basket for her first point of the game. 5 points for Bonner Springs. They trail McPherson. The Bullpups have 12. Another free throw good from Marks. Marks didn't get to the free throw line and didn't get any points in the first round game. This time she cashes in for 2 at the line. 50 seconds left to go in the first quarter. McPherson 12, Bonner 6. That's Pyle being guarded by Emily Wilson, the leading scorer for the Braves in the last game. And now it's Lecker. Now check that, Hine, who's going to receive it at the top of the key. McPherson has come out shooting hot in the first half. 3 threes here in the first quarter. Lecker now with the ball, being guarded by Deegan. 12 seconds left to go, and Lecker, their leading scorer, has the ball. The 6-foot junior going against Anna Deegan. Step back three for Lecker. Shot up off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Hernandez. 2 seconds left. Throws it forward to Deegan, and a shot at the buzzer off the backboard, no good. Not sure if she got rid of it in time, but it had a chance. 12-6, McPherson Bullpups win frame 1 against the Bonner Braves. We go to the second quarter. Second quarter action yet to start. The Braves, again, 23-1, taking on McPherson, also 23-1. Thank you for joining us here on 810varsity.com. Want to remind you the winner of this game will take on the winner of the number 1 seed Holton versus number 4 seed Ottawa at 6:30. We will broadcast that game at 6:30, so be sure to tune in again to see which one of these teams, the winner of this game I should say, which team they'll face later tonight. The swish of the basket, the excitement of the free throw, the roar of the crowds. Attend the games and support your team with pride and sportsmanship during the final weeks of Kansas High School basketball. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and 810varsity.com. Hernandez has the ball against Hine. Hernandez up top to Deegan. Deegan got that pivot foot with the right foot, puts down the dribble, through a double team, off the glass and in for Deegan. She used the pivot to go right through the double team. And now 12-8 turnover, McPherson, and the Braves are going to have it back, and they can make this a ball game here in the beginning of the second quarter. Hernandez throws to Deegan, and Deegan throws back to her. Yesenia now picks up her dribble, throws way over to Marks. Marks puts the dribble down. Double team on Marks. She gets out of it by a pass, and Hernandez open for three. Top of the key. Pure. It's good. 1 point ball game. 12-11 after Hernandez knocks in a three. Hernandez with 5. And a travel. That might be a lucky break on the Braves. That Bruner traveled. Hernandez went for the steal and got a lot of contact on Reuter. So if it weren't for the travel, Hernandez might have picked up a foul. Would have been her second, but hey, that's a woulda. So Hernandez now has the ball for the Braves after the turnover. 1 point ball game. Braves can take the lead for the first time. Holloway, who checked in, has the ball. Reverses her drive and goes baseline before handing off to Deegan. Shot from the elbow, no good from Deegan. Rebounded low by Bruner, and a foul on the Braves. Bruner had it. She was bookended by Marks and Holloway picks up the foul. Cassidy Holloway picks up her first foul. Now the ball in Hines' hands for McPherson. Guarded by Holloway. Then out to Peterson, and eventually in the hands of Bruner. Bruner through the lane, right-handed hook, rolls in. Good touch from Bruner. And she puts McPherson back up by 3. Oh, steal here. Reuter has the ball to the contact, blocked by Hernandez, out of bounds. They're going to call it off Hernandez. Looked like Hernandez altered the shot, and then Reuter threw it up over the backboard. But the block there from Hernandez, and McPherson will keep the ball leading by 3. Lecker fouled by Deegan on the inbound play. Lecker trying to get in on the opposite block. Anna Deegan, the 5'10 junior, picks it up. Bruner dribbles in, throws off, and almost losing it was Peterson. Peterson then goes baseline into a double team, throws up a shot, misses, but it's right in the hands of Bruner, who is able to put up a shot and be fouled. Right place, right time for Bruner, and she had an open basket, pivoted towards it, and Marks closed in a little too aggressively, picked up the foul. Check that. They give the foul to Wilson, who came in from the other side. Emily Wilson's first foul. 4-point game after Bruner makes the first one, and what a roll she gets on the second one. Hit the back of the iron and hit the top of the backboard before falling through. Emily Wilson catches that risky pass from Hoffine, and now Deegan has it, throws up top to Hernandez. 16-11, 5-point game. McPherson leads the Bonner Braves. 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Wilson with the dribble to the lane, glass, no good. She gets fouled, or rattled out. Wilson, very aggressive, a very capable dribbler for a post player. She gets fouled. She's going to the line. First one good from Wilson. Now a 2-point ball game. Like Caitlin Lecker picked up her first foul. And Emily Wilson makes both of her buckets. 3-point ball game. 16-13 here in semifinal action of the 4A Kansas State Tournament. Pass in, denied by Wilson. She steals it away. Hernandez has it now. Thrown up to Hoffine. Hoffine doesn't want to use the dribble. Now she does. Goes to the middle of the court, and her defender fell down, so she throws to Wilson. To her sister, Erica has it blocked, though. Erica might have wanted her to take that one up. She had an open reverse layup. Emily did. Elected to pass to Erica. Gave the defense enough time to close out. The block was there. McPherson now has the ball. 5:20 left to go. Shot up. 3-ball. Rims out. No good from Peterson, and an over-the-back call on Hernandez. And that is the 7th foul. Check that, the 8th foul on the Braves. So on that rebound, they send them to the line for 2 shots. And Reuter cashes in on the first one. Reuter has her first points of this semifinal basketball action here in Salina, Kansas. Second one's good for Reuter. Hernandez picked up her second foul. Wilson has it, throws to Deegan. Deegan dribbles left-handed, just right through the defense, all the way to the arc, and then throws off to Hoffine on the left side. Hoffine gets it up top, and they look to set up the extended offense. Hernandez, knifes to the lane, throws off to Erica, but it's stolen by Lecker. Lecker, dribble drive, numbers, ahead to Reuter, shot up, and it rims in. Reuter makes it, and after that one, 20-13 is the score. McPherson leads with 4 minutes left to go. 4 minutes and 37 seconds to be exact here in the first quarter. Hoffine to Hernandez. Hernandez up top. Surveys, then throws to Hoffine, and back in her hands, all the way back to Deegan. The game plan for the Braves against this extended defense has always been dribble drive to suck in a double team and then throw to one of the post players. And we have a timeout by Coach Oakes because he might have tried to change up the play and no one knew it. So a little bit of frustration there from head coach Clay Oakes. He burns a timeout here. He's still got 4. Check that. That was his 4th of his remaining timeouts, so he's got 3 left. As his Bonner Braves, Lady Braves trailing by 7 to the McPherson Bullpups. A10 Varsity has you covered year-round. Tournament brackets, top 25, live scores, and, of course, live games. The new 810varsity.com will be ready soon, so get ready for your new source for high school sports in Kansas City, 810varsity.com. And, of course, 810varsity.com extends, well, beyond Kansas City. We're here in Salina, Kansas, the Bicentennial Center, for the semifinal action of Kansas 4A State Basketball Tournament. And last year's winner, Holton, will play the later game at 6:30. They will match up against Ottawa. This one, though, is the Braves against McPherson. Braves of Bonner Springs, the Bullpups from McPherson, and a travel on Deegan. It's very aggressive. As soon as she gets the ball, she usually tries to attack the basket. And she needs to be a little bit quicker with putting the dribble down when she does attack the basket like that. She's being called on a number of travels here in the first half. 3 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. Hine throws over to Reuter. Reuter back to Peterson. Peterson dribbles with her left hand to the top of the key, looking for somewhere to go with it, and then finds Hine. Hine dribble, throws to Reuter, then eventually back in the hands of Peterson. Peterson surveys, throws to Hine. Pump fakes, then throws to Reuter down low, and a Bruner. Check that. Bruner is fouled on the shot. They're going to charge the foul to the Braves, and it is on Aaron Marks. Marks picks up her second. Bruner going to shoot 2. She's got 7 points for McPherson here in the first half. Misses the first free throw. 20-13 is the score. Bonner Braves trailing the Bullpups by 7. Shot up, rims off. Wow. That hung up there for a few seconds and then came off. Aaron Marks collects the rebound. Braves go to work. Hernandez with it at the top. Hernandez dribble drives, has it poked away by Barnes. Janae Barnes, the 6-foot sophomore, checked in. And Hernandez now has it after the inbound play. Emily Wilson then over to Hoffine. Hoffine back up top to Hernandez. Hernandez. Good defense from McPherson. The Braves really a dribble drive team, and they've had nowhere to go with it. Marks is fouled by the sophomore, Janae Barnes. Check that. They called it on Tanner Hine as she was running by. Barnes had a lot of marks on that one too, so either one of them could have gotten it, and Hoffine will get it after Hine picks up her first foul. Hernandez with the ball at the top, looking for the screen. Elects to go around it. Now Hoffine has it. Throws to Hernandez. Feigns a 3. Gets her open on the baseline. Shot up back of the jar for Hernandez. She makes it. 20-15. 5-point ball game. The Braves hanging tough, but they've have yet to lead in this game. Foul on the floor. It looked like Deegan might have ran too aggressively through a screen, and Pyle was fouled. Deegan called on her foul. It will be her second. So Deegan picks up her second. Hernandez has 1. Hoffine has 2. I believe Hernandez has 2 and Hoffine has 1. We'll get that cleared up in a moment. Shot up, no good. 20-15. So Pyle will try it again. The sophomore, Moira Pyle, misses the second free throw. And collected by Emily Wilson. Hernandez now has it at the top of the key for the Braves. Trap for Hernandez. She shovels it out to Deegan. Deegan looking to get it around to the left side. She takes it up to the top of the key with the left-handed dribble. And then shovels it off to Hernandez. Hernandez runs into a double team and almost falls down. Saves it. And then throws over to Emily Wilson. Weak side. Dribble drive baseline. And a foul on the sophomore. Yet again, another foul on Janae Barnes. Barnes doesn't play too many minutes, but she's making them count here. She's got 2 fouls now. Second one on the sophomore. She only played 6 minutes in the first game and has only been in there for about a minute and a half for McPherson and has 2 fouls now. Emily Wilson makes her first free throw. Wilson with just 3 points, looking for point number 4 and trying to make this a 3-point game with the free throw. She does, right through the twine. 20-17. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. McPherson 20, Bonner 17. Thrown inside to Lecker. She doesn't get it as it bounces around, and it's eventually collected by Deegan. No numbers from Deegan, so she elects to throw it up top to Hernandez. Looking to get a motion offense set up. Hernandez shovels off to Deegan. They're trying to set double screens for Deegan, who pulls a shot, no good. Eventually blocked by Lecker. Diving is Marks, and a kick from Barnes, but not called. Thrown ahead. 2 ball from the Bullpups' Reuter is good. Crazy there as Deegan picks up the foul. She's going to be shooting 2. Good aggressive play from Deegan. She goes to the free throw line as her Bonner Braves trail now by 5. Reuter picks up her second personal foul. Great hustle by Haley Reuter. After making the shot, she's the first one back on defense, but she wasn't in position to draw a contact from Deegan. So Deegan cashes in on the first free throw. Makes it. She's got 5. A minute 15 left to go. Shot up from Deegan, off the mark, no good. And diving for it was Erica Wilson, called on the foul against Lecker. Lecker had it easy. Braves fans, Max Place is your family-friendly bar and grill. Arcade and video games, live entertainment, and karaoke on Thursday. Live band and DJs on the weekends. Max Place, located at 584th Street, or call 913-441-2636. Lecker at the free throw line. First one's pure for Lecker. Lecker, that's her first points of the game. I looked down, couldn't believe it. Confirmed by the scoreboard, it is her first score of the game after pouring in 32 in the first round. Has come up with just 1 point here in the first half. There, pure shooter, you can tell. Good rotation, great arc, and touches none of the rim as she swishes her second free throw through. 2 points for Lecker, and we have a minute left in the first half. Erica Wilson dribbles into her sister. Emily throws in, and a shot is good from Emily. 24-20. 58 seconds left to go. Head coach Chris Strothman of McPherson calls out the play. Let's see if they waste some clock here as there's 50 seconds left. Try and hold for the last shot. Good denial defense from the Braves, so it's slowing them down regardless. Pyle, the sophomore, had an open look, but she elected to hold on to it. 35 seconds left in the half. 24 for McPherson, 20 for Bonner Springs. Now it's Bruner up top, and they are just letting the clock melt away. Head coach Clay Oakes barks out to his defense, and they leave Pyle open, and now they're trying to set a screen on the far side for Peterson. No, they're going to send it back out, and no good was the 3 from Pyle. Rebounded by Emily Wilson. She heaves it a little early as she thought there was less time on the clock, but still a buzzer-beating type shot doesn't go for the Braves. 24-20. We go to halftime. McPherson Bullpups from Ark Valley Chisholm Trail 1 and 2 is their league. They are 23-1. They're the number 2 seed. They lead by 4 over the number 3 seed, the Bonner Braves, from the Kaw Valley League. I'm Kyle Larson. We'll have halftime stats for you in just a moment. Thanks for tuning in. All right, back here in Salina, Kansas for Kansas 4A basketball action. The ladies are at halftime. The Bonner Braves versus the McPherson Bullpups. McPherson leads 24-20. They outscored the Braves in the first quarter 12-6, but the Braves won frame 2 14-12. Still trailing by 4 are the Bonner Braves. Leading scorer for the Braves is Yesenia Hernandez with 7. Next up is Emily Wilson with 6. Anna Deegan has 5. And Aaron Marks has 2. Deegan is 2 for 5 from the field and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Whereas Hernandez has yet to get to the free throw line. Emily Wilson has 4 of her 6 points from the free throw line, 4 for 4, and Aaron Marks, her 2 points, both came from the free throw line. Leading scorer for McPherson is not the player I told you to watch, Caitlin Lecker. Instead, it's Ashton Bruner. Bruner has 7 points. 6 points for Haley Reuter, 6 points for Tanner Hine, 3 points for Abby Peterson, and just 2 points in the first half from Caitlin Lecker, and really contribute a lot of that to the defense from Anna Deegan. Anna Deegan and company, the Lady Braves, did a good job holding Lecker to just 2 points. The swish of the basket, the excitement of the free throw, the roar of the crowds. Attend the games and support your team with pride and sportsmanship during the final weeks of Kansas High School basketball. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and 810varsity.com. Second half action coming up in just a moment. All right, welcome back here. 810varsity.com covering every shot, pass, and dribble here today in the semifinal round of the Kansas Boys and Girls 4A State Championship Tournament. McPherson, the 2 seed, taking on Bonner, the 3 seed. McPherson with a 4-point edge at halftime over the Bonner Lady Braves from Bonner Springs, Kansas. And we're set to get back underway. The Bonner Braves shot 46% in the first half, 6 of 13 from the field, and just 1 of 3 from the three-point line. That was Hernandez hitting the only 3. Whereas McPherson has taken 9 threes in the first half. They connected on 3 of those, so 33.3% for them. They were 6 of 16 in the first half, a worse shooting percentage than Bonner, 37.5 compared to Bonner's 46. But the fact of the matter is they hit 3 threes in that game to give themselves, I should say that half, to give themselves a 4-point lead at halftime. And almost feigning a 3 there was Peterson. Losing it, Emily Wilson has the ball, throws to Hernandez. Wilson in the left wing now has the ball, waiting for the pass from Hernandez. Shot up, no good. Rebound down low. Wow, good save there by Bruner. Falling over her own player, had to put the dribble down as she stepped over Peterson to not travel. Very athletic to be able to hold your dribble like that. And now Peterson for two, buries it. 6-point lead for McPherson. 26-20. Hernandez calls out the play. They set the screen for Hernandez. Knifing through the lane and laying it in off the right block is Hernandez. High layup off the window for Yesenia. She now has 9. 26-22. The Braves hanging tough with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. They lure Peterson into the three, and she misses. Rebounded by Erica Wilson. Hernandez pushing the pace. Going to dribble it off and kick to Hoffine for three. Shot no good. Erica Wilson is just outrun to the rebound by Lecker. Lecker throws ahead to Reuter. Reuter way over to Hine for three. Barely sets her feet before shooting that one, and then it's off the dome of Bruner, who's running through trying to get the rebound but didn't ever see it after it glanced off her head and out of bounds. The Braves will get the ball back trailing by 4. 6:12 to go in the third quarter. Lady Braves of the Kaw Valley League taking on McPherson of the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail 1 and 2 league. And Wilson loses it. Emily loses it. Collected by Lecker. Ahead to Hine for a deep two. Foot on the line, no good. Rebounded by Emily Wilson. And they call the foul on McPherson. Looked like Emily Wilson swooped in from the side to get around Haley Reuter for the rebound. So interesting how Reuter could push from that angle, but called with it indeed is Haley Reuter. She picks up foul number 3 on her. Most everybody else for the Bullpups has 1 foul, but Reuter has collected 3. As we have 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Deegan with the ball on the left wing, throws all the way around to Hernandez, right wing now. She's looking for the dribble. Has a little space. Instead throws to Marks. Marks for the baseline. Jay, no good. Rebounded by Reuter. Reuter's going to slow it up. Get Lecker in front of her. Lecker takes it to the lane, and a charge on Lecker. Goes right at Aaron Marks. Marks takes it on the chin and gets the ball back for the Braves. That was just a train coming right down the pipe at Aaron Marks. Marks pops up quickly, 26-22, and Lecker picks up her second foul. She has as many fouls as she does points. Lecker, of course, had 32 points in the first round game to help McPherson get ahead of Girard. Thrown into Wilson, post moves, right-handed hook, no good. Just rims out from Wilson. Lecker has the ball now. Lecker over to Peterson for 3. She shot a lot of them, and this one goes out of bounds. Hit the top of the rim, and then the score clock, or I should say the game clock up top above the backboards, which is considered out of bounds. So Braves get the ball back. 4-point game, 26-22. Bullpups lead the Braves. And the Braves, with Yesenia Hernandez, have the ball. Deegan, right wing. Throws to Wilson up top. Wilson. A lot of contact there from Bruner, and then she causes the jump ball. 4 minutes, 40 seconds left. Still a 4-point game. Braves going to keep it as they throw it inbounds to Emily Wilson. Now to Deegan. Through the lane, shallow shot, no good from Deegan. And Aaron Marks is going to keep the ball. She got the rebound and she got fouled. Very strong from Aaron Marks to be fouled and still collect the rebound. Bruner picks up the foul, her second. Now the Braves have it up top with Hernandez. Left-handed dribble and a pass to Hoffman on the left side. Corner, Deegan gets a screen, going to shoot the 3. It looked like it was deflected, no good. Hoffman fighting her way for the rebound. She gets the rebound. The shot doesn't go for her on the putback. And Lecker falls to the ground with the ball. She was dribbling, so it's not a travel. 4 minutes left to go. 26-22, McPherson with the ball and the lead. Hine throws up to Bruner. Bruner behind the arc. Dribbles in a little bit. Post moves from Bruner. Foul on Marks. Bruner went spin move to the low block on the left side and put up the shot. Fouled by Erin Marks. I believe that's her third. It is indeed 3 on Erin Marks. Shot up from Bruner. Rolls in. Hit the front of the rim. And rolls over the top and through the net. (27-22). Bruner airballs this free throw out of bounds. Bruner checking out. In her place comes the sophomore Janae Barnes. 27-22, McPherson leads Bonner Springs. And the Bonner Braves have the ball. Timeout by head coach Clay Oakes. The Braves have been hanging in here, trailing by around 3 to 5 points. Just won't go away. 3 minutes, 46 seconds left to go. BonnerSprings.com for all your info that you might need about Bonner Springs. City news, sports, or just photos. Visit BonnerSprings.com, your source for Bonner Springs and Leavenworth County news. That's, again, BonnerSprings.com. All one word, BonnerSprings.com. 3:46 left to go in the third quarter. Emily Wilson has it. Throws off to Hernandez up top. Hernandez looking to get the offense going. They had a timeout. Let's see what they run out of the low post is Erin Marks, and she traveled. She moved her pivot foot, and I'm sure Coach Oakes is heavily displeased with that after setting up a play with a timeout. The Braves turn it over with another travel. Marks checks out. Erica Wilson out there, number 33. Emily Wilson, number 25 out there. Hoffine, Hernandez, and Deegan round out those out there for the Braves. Hernandez nearly pokes it free for the steal, but it goes out of bounds. Can't chase it down in time, so the ball stays with the Bullpups. Bonner Springs has 2 timeouts left in this game. McPherson has 5. And we're in the third quarter. 3 minutes left to go. Lecker got fouled on the entry pass. Looks like this is going to be on Haley Hoffine. Who picks up her third. Deflected by Hoffine out of bounds. Going to stay with McPherson after that entry pass was knocked out. Pass over to Pyle. Pyle up top to Peterson. Peterson dribbles left and then throws back to Pyle. Pyle won't shoot, and a pass stolen by Hoffine. Clear basket. Hoffine all the way to the paint and in. Moira Pyle closed out, tried to get there in time, but Hoffine laid it in too soon. 3-point ball game after Hoffine's rip and score. 27-24. McPherson leads. They run the weak side play for the sophomore Barnes. She scores and is fouled by Anna Deegan. Check that. Erica Wilson on the foul. Third foul on Erica Wilson. And the sophomore goes to the free throw line for a 3-point play. And it rolls in for Janae Barnes, the 6-foot sophomore. Big and one right there. Gives the 6-point lead back to McPherson. Deegan not going to shoot the three. Hernandez well from a step back from behind the arc. No good. Rebounded by Lecker. Thrown way ahead and out of bounds off the Bullpups. off the sophomore. Barnes trying to score in transition. Lecker through to Barnes. The ball hit Barnes' hands, but the pass was a little high. Hoffman did a good job playing pass defense on that one, but eventually off the hands of Barnes before going out of bounds. 6-point ball game. Hernandez to Deegan on the right wing. The Braves trail 30-24. Wilson for a long two. Rattles out. Rebound. Lecker goes to the ground. No call there. And Deegan is on the sideline as she collects that one. 1:58 left to go in the third quarter. Bullpups 30. Braves 24. McPherson and Hine have it at the top. Back to Hine. Eventually over to Pyle in the right wing. Then over to Peterson, who's trying to get in the lane. Can't do it. Back to Pyle. Now Peterson puts the left-handed dribble down, and Hernandez called on a reach-in. She thought maybe Peterson was going to switch directions. Not the case. She gets called on the reach. Second foul on Yesenia Hernandez. Is the fourth one on the Braves in this second half, though we are only in the third quarter. Hine tracks down that inbound pass. Hine standing at 5'4". Put her team up early with 2 threes in the first quarter. Those were big, and the Bullpups have been able to hold on to it. Brunner now at the ball on the right wing. She dribbles out. Guarded by Marks, throws up top to Pyle. 1:10, and it looks like the Bullpups might just try and waste as much time as they can and settle for a last shot. Hine throws way over to Peterson. Peterson dribbles back up top, and Hine resets. Now under a minute. Brunner in the corner. Far side dribbles in. Good post moves from Brunner. Shot no good. Rebounded by Marks. Good strong rebound by Aaron Marks. And the Braves have the ball back with 44 seconds left to go. Deegan to Wilson. Back to Deegan in the left wing. Then thrown over to Hoffine. Pulls the three ball. Shot up short. No good. And Hine is knocked to the floor with the dribble. She keeps it, but Marks almost steals it away. And a timeout from McPherson. Not sure if they really had possession, but they get the timeout. 29 seconds left to go in this third quarter. It's turned a little mucky here in the second half. McPherson 30, Bonner Springs 24. The Lady Braves still hanging in there. They trail by 6. The starters have played a ton of minutes. Really the only reserve coming in has been Aaron Marks and Cassidy Holloway. And they haven't been in very much. Marks came in for 9 minutes. Holloway came in for just 3. The rest of those minutes have been gobbled up by the starters. Deegan and Hernandez, along with Emily Wilson, played the entire first half. Deegan, Hernandez, and Wilson are still out here for the third quarter. ATVs, motorcycles, trailers, you ride it, we've got it. Austin Trailers and Motorsports located on Highway 7 between Baser and Lansing. Call 913-721-5313 or visit austinskc.com. 20 seconds left to go, and Brunner and McPherson Bullpups are just going to waste some time here as they really don't have anywhere to go. Still got 1 quarter left to go. Lecker, the leading scorer for the Bullpups. Good defense from Deegan. But a spin moves gets her open, and a foul. She misses the shot. She landed hard on her foot. I'm not sure if there was a foul or she just landed awkwardly on that ankle, and she is really in pain. Left ankle for Lecker is what is hurt. She didn't score on the shot, so we'll have 2 free throws if she can manage it coming from her. 3.8 seconds left to go in the third quarter. McPherson 30, Bonner Springs 24. Still waiting from Caitlin Lecker, the 6-foot junior and offensive juggernaut, scoring 32 points in that first round game. Been slowed a little bit here. She only has 2 points, waiting for signs that she is okay. She's getting up on her feet. She is very much struggling, though. Definitely in pain on that left ankle. Doesn't look good for Lecker. Well, we have a break, though. Max Place is the place to be. If you need a place to post up and watch the Big 12 or NCAA tournament games, there's only one place in Bonner Springs. That's Max Place. With HD TVs and more, Max Place brings all the big games. Max Place located at 580 4th Street, 580 4th Street, or call 913-441-2636. And Lecker, while she hasn't scored much, has been a big part of this McPherson Bullpup team. Very long and athletic defender at 6 feet. She's also a very good rebounder, and she is frailly making her way to the sideline. Very gingerly, she's walking on that ankle. Just noticeable anguish in the face of Caitlin Lecker. So shooting 2 for her will be Haley Reuter. Reuter makes the first. Lecker going to go back to the locker room, it looks like. Shot missed, rebounded by Anna Deegan. Shot from Hernandez at the buzzer, almost just to the right of the mark. Hit the bottom of the backboard, had plenty, and if that was squared up a little more, might have got it. No good, though, and the Braves trail now by 7 in the fourth quarter. For Bonner Springs, Hernandez has 9. Emily Wilson has 6. The other 5 out there, or check that, the others of the 5 out there for the Braves. Hoffine with 2. Aaron Marks with 2. And Anna Deegan with just 5 points. Leading scorer from the first round from the Braves was Emily Wilson with 13 points. She shot over 50% from the field, shooting 5 of 9 in that first round game. She played 29 minutes and 48 seconds in that first round game, so she can definitely go the distance here, as she hasn't checked out as we start the fourth quarter. Braves going on defense. McPherson leading 31-24 will have the ball at the start of the fourth, playing without Lecker. Hine throws off to Reuter. And eventually over to Peterson in the far wing. And near side to Reuter, and then back to Bruner in the corner. Hine being guarded closely by Hernandez. Peterson now with the ball being guarded by Hoffine. Reuter catches and dribbles. Sets up at the top. 7.5 minutes left to go. McPherson running a lot of clock here. Time is their ally here with the 7-point lead. And now Reuter tries to get in the lane, denied by Deegan. Now that Lecker is out, Deegan can focus her defensive efforts elsewhere. And Hine for 3. Shot up is buried. Hine has been huge in this game. It goes from 7 to 10, the biggest deficit for the Braves. And Haley Hoffine tries to answer. Shot up and pure from Hoffine. Back-to-back threes. Clawing back within 7 now are the Braves. Hoffine. knocks that one in to keep her club in this game, and now Bruner goes to the lane, kick out for Hine again for 3. It rattles in. Hine 4 for 4. 37-27. Can the Braves answer yet again? Hoffine guarded by Bruner. They throw back around to Deegan. Back to Hoffine. Had some room, but that was not a travel. They called a travel on Emily Wilson. Her left foot never came off the ground, but turnover is the call. And Haley Hoffine passed up an open look before throwing to Emily Wilson. So 37-27, 10-point game. The Braves, with just 6 minutes left to go, need to claw back into this one. They've been hanging around all game. And Hine's 2 threes might be enough to shut the door here if they don't answer. Bruner dribbles in, kicks out to Reuter. Reuter through the lane, and then all the way back up top, back to Bruner. Bruner guarded by Wilson, goes post, and then throws weak side, and a blocking foul on Aaron Marks on the pass. Bruner was passing the ball, and she gets called as being fouled by Aaron Marks. Marks picks up her 4th. Some tough stuff here for the Braves fans to stomach, as they don't like the way this one's going. Reuter throws over to Peterson and way back to Reuter. Reuter near wing, dribbles up top. Top of the key and looking for a place to go with it. She goes back to Bruner again with the ball. Bruner throws it away. Hernandez on the steal. Lightning quickness. Hernandez all alone lays it in. 37-29. We have a timeout taken here, as Hernandez makes it 11 points individually scored for her, and the second to last timeout for the Bonner Braves has been spent. 1 timeout left for head coach Clay Oakes and these Kaw Valley League Bonner Braves. 37-29, 8-point deficit. The black and orange Braves trailing the red and white Bullpups of McPherson with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Next up is the number 1 seeded Pratt High School Greenbacks for the first game of the boys bracket. They're going to take on number 4, the Baser Linwood Bobcats. Again, that's the next game up. We'll have that game and the remaining 2 games after that here on 810varsity.com. I'm Kyle Larson alongside Gary Bateman. So make sure you stay tuned to 810 Varsity. 5.5 minutes left to go until one of these teams moves on to the finals and the other team goes home. Hine breaks the double team. She has numbers now, but she's going to slow up, and Hoffine is called on the reach in. A lot of contact there as Hoffine draws the foul. Hoffine, though, just picked up her 4th. Junior 5'7" guard Haley Hoffine called for 4 fouls. She's going to stay in. Cassidy Holloway checking out, but in her place comes Erica Wilson. The Wilson twins in the low block. Deegan here on the near side. Hernandez on the far side up at the high post. Shot on the 1-and-1 is good. 7 team fouls. That is 7. Again, on the Bonner Braves. Just 3 on McPherson, and we're in the 4th quarter. Hine shot up, and that one's good also. Again, a 10-point lead. McPherson 39, Bonner Springs 29. 5:20 left to go. 10-point deficit for the Braves. They have the ball. Kick out to Deegan. Going to throw it up top to Hernandez. Hoffine for 3. Shot up here from Haley Hoffine. Hoffine has been the one to answer the call here in the 4th quarter. She's got 8 points, 6 of those off 2 threes here in the final frame. 39-32, 7-point game after Hoffine's tray. And Hine throws it, or check that. Reuter throws it to Hine, and Hine nearly shoveled it out of bounds but it was Hernandez helping her lose it, so Hernandez last to touch it, out of bounds. Good defense from Haley Hoffine. She cut off Peterson on the baseline there, so Peterson's going to come back up top to reset the offense. Bruner has it for the Bullpups. Senior Bruner feigns right, guarded by Erica Wilson. That's a good matchup as Bruner's really good in the post. And Wilson called on the foul here. That is now the 8th foul on the Braves. And Erica Wilson picks up 3. Check that. That is now her 4th. Aaron Marks, Erica Wilson, and Haley Hoffine all have 4 fouls. Erica Wilson going to check out. They're going to go a little bit smaller. Anna Deegan can play in the post. So they bring her down to the low block. Cassidy Holloway checks in for Aaron Marks. So Deegan and Emily Wilson really the only size out there for the Braves. Hoffine, Holloway, and Hernandez also out there for Bonner Springs. Hernandez with 4 minutes left to go and trailing by 7 has the ball for the Bonner Braves. Kickoff to Holloway, and she traveled. Didn't put the ball down before she put the ball, check that, before she put the feet to go, and that is a turnover. Checking back in, if you can believe it, is Caitlin Lecker. Looked like she could barely put any weight on that left ankle. She looks just fine as she's moving around the low block. Anna Deegan goes back to defending her. And Hine just gets out of the defense of Yesenia Hernandez. And Hine looks hurt after that last pass. Threw an elbow, not called, but instead up top, Lecker's going to have it. Let's see how that left ankle looks. And they have the offense set up. 3.5 minutes left to go. They're just going to waste as much clock as they can with Lecker. Clearly that left foot is good. She's doing a lot of jab steps with that ankle, guarded by Anna Deegan. And no help now as Anna Deegan is called for the foul. Deegan picks up her 4th, and the Braves fans here are livid. McPherson getting a lot of calls here. 9 fouls on the Braves, just 3 on McPherson here through the second half. McPherson now has an 8-point lead after Lecker, who has only scored from the free throw line, now has her 3rd point of the contest here in this 2-shot double bonus. Shot up is good from Lecker. Three minutes left to go and a 9-point deficit. The Bonner Braves going to need some magic here as they go down the home stretch. 3:17 left to go. Hernandez brings the ball up the court. Puts it with the right-handed dribble, kicks into Deegan. Deegan fouled as the shot goes up, no good. And this one looks like it's on Hine. Just the 2nd foul on Hine. Deegan going to go to the free throw line. This is really a good situation for the Braves. You have the clock stopped at 3:08 and a chance to cut into that 9-point deficit. Deegan shot up short, no good. Of course, it's only a good situation if you can hit your free throws. Clutch shooting needed as Deegan awaits her 2nd attempt. Coach Oakes talks to his guards, Hernandez, Hoffine, and Holloway out there. Deegan shoots her 2nd free throw as Emily Wilson waits on the near side of the block. Shot up is good. Deegan hits that one. Anna Deegan now with her 6th point of the game. And Emily Wilson almost caught all alone in a 2-on-1 situation. Hine has the ball. Lecker looks just fine as she dribbles out of a double team. And Lecker picks up a foul charge to Emily Wilson. Emily Wilson looked like she had good position. Lecker rotated into her, and she's going to go to the free throw line yet again. Emily Wilson picks up her second. Lecker again, who scored only from the free throw line. This time she misses her first miss from the line. She's now 4 for 5. .252 left to go in the game, and Lecker misses both. Rebound, Deegan. Deegan throws up to Holloway. Holloway meets some pressure, so she backs it out, thrown to Hernandez. Hernandez, sticky defense there from Hine. Does all she can to get the ball and get away. She does so. 2.5 minutes left to go. 41-33. Holloway with the ball on the wing. No one with the shot here as McPherson is playing close defense. Holloway gives up to Wilson. Wilson down low. Can't hit the easy one as she tried to put it up with her left hand. And nothing going right for the Braves. Emily Wilson picks up the foul. That's her third, and it's going to send Bruner back to the free throw line. Bruner shoots. Not a great free throw shooter, as her only free throw to go in this half had a lot of help from the rim. This one way short. .41-33. McPherson leads Bonner Springs. Short again, rebounded by Deegan. Deegan brings it up the floor for the Braves and then throws off to Hernandez. Hernandez looking to get it to Deegan. Deegan to the lane. Had a travel on Deegan. Referee's a little whistle happy here as the travel comes on Deegan. Reuter, Hine, Peterson, Lecker, and Bruner out there for McPherson as they have 2 minutes left to go before they can move on for the state championship game. And a timeout by McPherson. I'm not sure who had possession. Hine collected it at the end, and they have a timeout. 3 timeouts left for McPherson, 1 for the Bonner Braves. They've been able to hold on to that timeout here in the fourth quarter. But with just 2 minutes left, the Braves, trailing by 8, need something big to happen here. Really can't afford too many fouls as Emily Wilson, Anna Deegan, and Haley Hoffine all have 4 fouls. I should say Emily Wilson has 3 fouls. Hoffine and Deegan have 4. So a little bit of foul trouble, so it's tough to play the foul game. Trailing late with most of your scores in foul trouble. Hernandez has 2. Holloway out there just with 1. McPherson, the Bullpups, leading this one 41-33 with 2 minutes left to go in this semifinal game to decide who will play in the state championship. Lecker loses Deegan with 1:59 left to go. Let's see. Deegan has 4 fouls. She won't foul here. And Hine is going to try and waste some clock. Might be going for the steal here as they try and set the trap up. Deegan forces Lecker right. And Lecker hooks what looks like is Emily Wilson. And Emily Wilson picks up the foul, her 4th. .147 left to go, 42-33, and Lecker, who has scored all of her points from the free throw line, that being 5, can make it a 10-point ball game. Shot up and good from Lecker. 10-point ball game, 147 left to go. Bonner Braves need a big miracle now. Lecker checks out. Hernandez grabs it at the last moment to preserve as much seconds as she can. Hoffine has it. Hernandez shooting an NBA 3. It goes in! Shot from Hernandez goes down. 7-point game. Hine against Hernandez. Hine running the floor. She gets across half court, and no foul yet. And she throws to Reuter. Reuter with the ball. Up top, and a timeout from McPherson. They now have 2 left. 1:24 left to go. 43-36 after Hernandez hits an NBA range 3 at the top of the key. McPherson leads. The Braves trying to fight back. Head coach Clay Oakes hasn't had to use his last timeout for the Braves as McPherson has burned through 3 here late. ATVs, motorcycles, trailers, you ride it, we've got it. Austin's Trailers and Motorsports, located on Highway 7 between Baser and Lansing. Call 913-721-5313 or visit austinskc.com. A10varsity.com here for you. I'm Kyle Larson alongside Gary Bateman, and the ball inbounded to Lecker, who checks in. And now Peterson throws back to Hine. Hine, who's been devastating from beyond the arc, picks up a foul. Holloway, one of the only Braves who can afford to foul, gives up the foul here. She's now got 2. Sends Tanner Hine to the free throw line. Hine, who is 4 for 4 from the three-point line, can't connect on the first free throw. 1:16 left to go. 43-36. McPherson leads. Shot up from Hine is good. Right through the ropes for Tanner Hine, the 5'4 senior. Now with 1:14 left to go, the Braves need to hurry. And Hernandez pulls a 3 ball. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Emily Wilson. Wilson looking to get rid of it, throws to Hoffine. Holloway shoots 2 ball, no good. Rebounded by Reuter. Reuter, good box out on Anna Deegan, throws back to Hine. 56 seconds left to go, and Hernandez has committed her 3rd foul. McPherson can taste it. They lead by 8. Hine can make it 10 if she connects on both fouls. Hernandez picks up her 3rd. What a run it has been for the Bonner Braves. As I mentioned, 15-0 was their season until their only loss up till now to Mill Valley. They lost a 1-point contest to the Mill Valley Jaguars, 34-33. Tremendous fight they've had in this tournament. And out of bounds on Anna Deegan. Nothing going right for the Braves. Hine misses. She made the first of the 2 free throws, and then on the miss, Anna Deegan goes for the rebound. It was a weird bounce, bounced way off to the baseline. Anna Deegan couldn't collect it as it went out of bounds. 9-point ball game. McPherson 45, Bonner Braves 36. Hine and the McPherson Bullpups get the ball back. They're way up top to Reuter in the backcourt, and that's where Reuter collects it. Guarded by Holloway. Hernandez and Holloway in the double team, and Holloway now finally called for the foul. It seems like when the Bonner Braves wanted a foul, they couldn't get it, and any other time they were getting them left and right. Now, this has got to be more than 11 team fouls on the Bonner Braves. I don't think that is accurate. They say 10, but it might stop at the double bonus. Reuter at the free throw line. Shot up from Reuter, rattles out. The Bonner Braves came into this contest, as I mentioned earlier, with a 22-1 record. Improved to 23-1 when they defeated Pratt High School, the Greenbacks of Pratt, 51-44. 36 points for the Braves, just 46. And now Hernandez scores to pull within 8 again. 46 from McPherson. And head coach Clay Oakes of the Bonner Braves calls his final timeout. 8-point ball game. McPherson 46, Bonner Braves 38 with 36.8 seconds left to go. The Braves outshot McPherson in the first half, as I mentioned. 46.2% compared to 37.5% of McPherson. However, the score at halftime was 24-20. McPherson leading because of their shooting from the three-point arc. They were 3 of 9. The Bonner Braves only connected on 1 three-pointer. And McPherson had 14 free throws in the first half compared to the Bonner Braves' 8 free throw attempts. McPherson hit 9 of those. Foul from Hernandez is going to send Hine to the free throw line with 34 seconds left. Hernandez picks up her 4th foul. Out there for the Braves, they have Haley Hoffine, Anna Deegan, and Emily Wilson, along with Hernandez now, all with 4 fouls. The only one with just 3 fouls is Cassidy Holloway. Holloway with 3 fouls is the only one who can afford a foul without fouling out now. No substitutions coming from the Braves. Shot was good from Hine. Second free throw up and pure from Hine. Tanner Hine has just been a Lady Brave killer here in this game. Hernandez throws to Hoffine. Hoffine might as well shoot the deep 3. Missed. Saved by Holloway, but thrown into Reuter, and Deegan just fouled out. Tremendous year from the junior Anna Deegan. She has the luxury of coming back next season for the Bonner Braves. Unfortunately for seniors Yesenia Hernandez, Emily Wilson, Erica Wilson, and Aaron Marks, they will not have that luxury. This will be their last game of their high school career. Kayla Taylor is going to check in. She's a freshman. Let her get some state tournament action here with 20 seconds left to go, and Reuter goes to the free throw line. Shot short from Reuter, no good. A10 Varsity has you covered year-round. Don't forget, tournament brackets, top 25, live scores, and, of course, live games, including every game here today. The new A10Varsity.com will be ready soon, so get ready for your news source for high school sports in Kansas City, A10Varsity.com. Yesenia Hernandez brings it up. Pulls the deep 3. Shot up, no good. Rebound from Hoffine. 12 seconds left. Back out to Hernandez. 3 ball from Hernandez. No good. Rebounded by Holloway. Shot up from Holloway. Fouled and 1. She makes the bucket. She's going to the free throw line. 6.9 left to go, and that is just the 5th team foul this half on McPherson. Holloway at the free throw line. 49-40, Braves trail. Holloway trying to cut into the deficit. It rims out. No, she won't. 6 seconds left to go. And Coach Clay Oaks and the Bonner Braves respectfully end their season. What a year it was for the Bonner Braves. Falling just short here to the McPherson Bullpups. 49-40. McPherson gets the win. Leading scorer for the Braves, Hernandez, had 16. And for the Bullpups, Tanner Hine had 18. 12 points from Hine came from behind the three-point line. What a game from Tanner Hine. The swish of the basket, the excitement of a free throw, the roar of the crowds. Attend the games and support your team with pride and sportsmanship during the final weeks of Kansas high school basketball. A public service announcement from Kansas State High School Activities Association and your source for news around Kansas City's sporting world, A10Varsity.com. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kyle Larson. I'll be right back with the Baser Linwood versus number 1 Pratt matchup between the boys' side of the bracket coming at about 4:45, so don't go anywhere. Myself, Kyle Larson, and Gary Bateman will have the action for you all day here on A10Varsity.com. Thank you.